So we spent five minutes at a yard sale this morning, spent $10 that will easily quadruple our money with. And I'll show you real quickly what we did. My wife Dawn and I have decided every Friday we're taking off, we're going to the lake. We work real hard all week, and Friday we're just taking off and we're going to go to the lake. But we made ourselves a promise that if there's a yard sale in our area that's advertising, I'm not gonna go looking and hunting and pecking, but if they're advertising sports cards, then we will go to that yard sale before we go to the lake. Well, this morning we got lucky. There was one yard sale in this area that actually said baseball cards. We went and looked, and the lady had a 89 Donruss wax that was unopened, but she wanted $15 for it. I'm not doing it. I can't do that. She had another box of Pokemon. We know nothing about Pokemon. They look really beat up. She wanted $20 for that. Not interested. And then she had these albums. She had this small album and this other album. This album, we ended up buying both of these for $10. This one was full of old Braves from the 80s. Fred McGriff, Glavine, Smotes, Steve Avery, a lot of $1.50, $3 cards. We pulled 15 out of there, these 15. The rest were just commons, but these 15 we'll end up putting in our dollar box if we ever decide to do shows, or we might send them to ComC, something like that. But here's our money back right here in these 15 cards, average price $1. That's our money back. In the album, there wasn't a whole lot here, a lot of early 90s, some baseball, but a lot of early 90s. I'm just showing you baseball, but a lot of early 90s basketball, hoops basketball, Fleer basketball. Nothing too crazy. Some $3 to $5 cards, a few of those, which we either put in our eBay store or we might send to ComC. But the winner was this particular Reggie Miller card. And this card, graded 10, goes for about $40. A 9 will go for about $30, and an 8 will go for about $20. We'll send this to an alternative grader to have it graded. And you hear me talk a lot about that on this channel, but here's a good example. If this card, I think it's at least a 9. Dawn looked at it briefly. She says it could be a 10. Say 9, 10, but let's say it's an 8. We're both wrong. If it comes back an 8 and I can sell it for $20, I just broke even. By sending this to an alternative grader and getting this graded for, say, $10 instead of $20, and it comes back an 8, and it costs me $10 to grade it, and I sell it for $20, there's my $10 profit on this card. If it comes back a 9, my profit is $20. If it comes back a 10, my profit is $30. But that's going to be the major card in this. You know, a 10, grade 10 goes for about $40. An 8 goes for about $20, and we know it's at least an 8. And then we have 125 more cards in here, a lot of dollar cards, some $3, some $5 cards. And then the two that I thought were the most interesting, these are Braves mascot cards, but they're both autographed. So I think that's kind of cool. They've been hand autographed, so I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I am going to hang on to them because I think that's kind of a unique collectible for a Braves collector. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these yet, but that might be the real win of this. But the bottom line, guys, look in your area for yard sales that are advertising baseball cards. Again, I'm not going to go hunt and peck and look around for cards. But if they're advertising cards, we're definitely going to make the effort all summer to be there when they open on Friday and see what we can pick up. I told Dawn, I said, maybe next week we can buy, you know, a collection of, you know, several thousand cards. It's going to be an interesting summer for sure. I hope you guys got some value from this, and I hope you understand if you go out there, do the work, and you understand how to process what you buy, where to send it, how to turn it, how to flip it, how to make money. There's a lot of money in this market, and you can have fun doing it. Y'all have a great weekend.